So old King D went for a little wander the other day, so I've hurt my back. It's not doing too well, and I thought I'm gonna have to take a day off. I can't be shoveling and all this, that and the other when I keep dropping to my knees. It's not too clever, is it? So I went for a wander, and I went to the old farmer's field where I used to take my old dog. That was nice. Bit of a blast from the past, that one was. It was nice, going down memory lane. Well, there's an old church near there as well, and there's a graveyard there, and I had a little venture there. I thought I'd have a walk around there. I don't know what it is about graveyards. I think they're quite peaceful. I think maybe it's the idea that you're in company, but no one's getting on your tits. Because they're dead. So anyway, while I was there was quite a few things that crossed my mind, and I thought, I've got to do a video about this bad boy. So let's get on with it, shall we? King D back with another one, and this video's called, I don't know what it's called yet. I have not come up with a title. Shame on me. But I'm sure it'll be a good title, so, well, you'll know it anyway, because you'd have seen it. So whatever it is, boom, there we go. So let's get on with it. So yeah, I'm walking around this graveyard, and what I noticed was, I was reading all the headstones, right? And there was nothing on any of them headstones regarding how big their house was, how flashy their car was, how expensive their handbag was. It didn't even, there's nothing about their occupation even. Nothing. So yeah, what I found was, these headstones, nothing about what they did for a living or anything that they owned or anything like that. It was beloved mother, wife, husband, father, brother, sister, friend. It was all about relationships and memories. That was it. And that made me think. I thought about this for a while, and I thought, you know what, they've hit the nail on the head here with these gravestones. These things are what's most important. Now, it's not something that's really discussed with the self-improvement, but it's a big one. Relationships. Improving your relationships. It's alright improving your lifestyle, your physique, your looks, your finances, all these areas. But what about your relationships? Because as far as I'm concerned, they are more important than any of those other things. The people closest to you are what really matters. And making memories, we're not here a long time, and then we're dead. So for me personally, when I really thought about this as well, what is most important to me? Now, one is my purpose. I want to make a difference in this world with this baby. But my other is my relationships with my children, my brother, my dad, my sister, my mum, my closest friends, potentially a good woman. That to me is far more important than how many zeros are in my bank account. I couldn't care less. And I've got a fairly successful paving business, right? So I do rather well. I am very well known around here for being top dog at what I do. I get lots of comments, lots of people all the time saying how amazing I am at what I do. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And the village I live in would not look the same had I not been alive. I have made my mark on this village because I've done pretty much everyone's driveway, and I've done it well. But I don't want that on my gravestone. I don't want King D, good at block paving, did a lot. No, I was not put on this planet to do gardens and patios and driveways. No. I mean, we've talked about priorities, and if you haven't watched that video, go watch that one. I thought it was good. But then, of course, I'm glad I think it's good. Got to blow my own horn, haven't I? So yeah, you know, my business, it's not really a priority of mine. It's important because I need to make a living. And you know, there's a lot of pride in what I do. I do strive to do well. I like to work hard, and I like to do a nice job. I like to make customers happy. I do a nice garden, and then they're like,
"Thanks, King D. You're amazing."
And I go, "I know." You know, there's a sense of achievement with that, and some jobs are a nightmare, where it's a mountain to climb. You know, it'll be a big task at hand, and 99% of the time I work on my own. It's not often I have somebody working with me or for me or anything like that. So you have to be mentally strong for that, and I enjoy that as well. So there's a lot I do enjoy from work, but it's just a job. It's not a scratch on this, and it's not a scratch on my relationships with the people that's closest to me. At the end of the day, on my deathbed, what's going to be important then? What am I going to look back on throughout my life? Am I going to think, oh, that driveway was a good one? Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Or I don't think, oh, I can remember that fancy car I had. That was nice, wasn't it? I'm not going to be thinking about that at all. Nobody is. You're going to be thinking about the people you're leaving behind and the people that's already left that really meant something to you, and the memories you share with them people. And I'll also be thinking of this, how I really went for it. I did something that I was proud of, where I felt like I was making a difference. And whether this takes off or it doesn't, that is irrelevant. That's not going to... At least I can go on my deathbed and go, I gave it a go. I gave it a go. So I want you to take a time to think about your life. What's most important to you? And I can guarantee it's going to be your purpose and relationships with the people closest to you. Not chasing shit. Not expensive cars. Not social media and all them people on there that really mean fuck all to you. Well, the amount of people that spending most of their life scrolling on shit like Facebook and Instagram and all that shite, when there's people around them that really matter. I see it all the time. People neglecting parents neglecting the kids because they're scrolling on the phone. Kids got an iPad, shut them up. What kind of life's that? What are you going to be thinking? If you're one of these people, what are you going to be thinking on your deathbed? What's your kid going to be thinking? Oh yeah, I remember seeing mummy and daddy sat there on their phones all the time. That's all they're going to remember. Sometimes it's about the little things that's most important, and cherishing them moments and really taking the time to appreciate them. Now, I'll give you an example. Yesterday, I had my brother come round with his two little lads, and his youngest, I mean, he's not even one, he's tiny. He's, I can't think how many months old he is now, but he's not very old. And I picked him up. Well, I attempted to. I'm struggling at the minute. And I had him in my hands, and I picked him up, and I was blowing on his face, and he was laughing. And there was a brief moment where he just looked me dead in the eye, and we just looked straight into each other's eyes. And I just held that for a few moments, and I was like, just looked into each other's souls, and it was a special moment, and I absolutely loved that. It was like the highlight of my day. Something as insignificant as that. It was a beautiful moment, and just looking at him and thinking, he's the absolute double of my brother when my brother was that age, and I still remember that to this day. And the sense of that as well, that memory. And again, all we have really is our memories when we're on our deathbed. Our last moments, that's all we've got. And no one's going to look back on the deathbed and think, oh, I remember all them remember that computer game I used to play on all the time. No one's thinking about that. No one's thinking about that status update you did on Facebook. Nobody's thinking about the car you drove. No one gives a shit about what job you had. No one gives a flying fuck. So focus more on your relationships. improve them. Now, it's easy to get lost with the whole self-improvement, which is what it's all about, which is what all this is about. It's easy to lose sight of what is most important. And I do think purpose is right up there. It really is, with your mental health, purpose, and the people that really matter. Don't neglect them. Find time to appreciate the little things and make memories with those that matter. I mean, me and my kids, every weekend there's something memorable. And I love that even my youngest, she'll bring up things that happened 5-6 years ago and she still remembers them. And I'm like, wow. And I think that's amazing that she's going to carry their memories forever. And she's going to look back and think, yeah, childhood was amazing. And it was because I invested that time and I put that time and energy into them, into entertaining them and then giving them memories. Doing different things all the time and playing different games and just making stuff up with them and having a good time. I think it's important. We're here once, and walking around a graveyard, that'll remind you we're going to die one day. We're not going to be here forever, so don't waste this life, because I mean, I'm nearly 36 now. I can tell you now, time just seems to get quicker and quicker, and it passes by far too fast. I look at my kids and I think, my God, they are growing up way too quick. I don't like it. So bear that one in mind, ladies and chaps and ladies. Really think about your relationships with those closest to you. Can you improve them? Can you do more? Can you make them better? Can you make happy memories with them? Because I promise you that when you're on your deathbed, it's these things that really matter. Not how many followers you got on Instagram or how big your house is. And I tell all you guys these things because I want everyone to live a happy, fulfilling life. I really do. And I don't think many people do. And this is, one of the reasons why I do what I do. I just see so many wasted lives where I just think, God, there's no love there. There's no purpose there. There's no striving to be better or any of these things. Most people are just floating around, distracting themselves with bullshit, modern day technology, computer games, social media, porn, all this shit. It's not an existence. Focus on what's important. And like the video, drop us a comment. Subscribe if you haven't already. And do tell your friends as well. And as always, be the best you. And do it for you. Cheers.